the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. We are tracking some showers as we head through your day today, and also warm temperatures, so definitely keep it here. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up in just a sec.
Coming up this morning on DC News Now, cracking the case, the new and disturbing details that investigators are uncovering after 5 people are found dead inside of a Maryland home. We are in that community this morning talking with neighbors. Plus, the final push. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. And this morning, we've got one more look at the candidates who want to become your next governor in Maryland. And later on, feeling lucky, a look at last night's winning Powerball numbers and just how high the lottery will go if once again nobody hits it. We are feeling lucky this morning. It is 6 o'clock with a look at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, waking up to some scattered showers. But as Brittany says there, it's not going to be a washout. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Joseph Omo. Brittany Ward there in the Weather Center. Brittany, happy Sunday to you. Yesterday was beautiful and the clouds held out a little bit.
Yeah, you know, we mainly seen scattered clouds as we head through our Saturday, but today it's mostly going to be a cloudy day, but we're also going to be seeing a few scattered showers. Here's a quick look at satellite and radar showing you the overall picture across the mid-Atlantic. That cold front that was off to the west has started to inch closer to our area, and as of this morning, we do have a few light showers across the DMV. Not going to be a complete washout. This will be the exact trend as we head through our day on radar today. It seems like most of the heavier bands of shower will be west of I-95. But again, not going to be a complete washout, so whatever plans you are making today, definitely still keep them in place. Temperature-wise, still going to be yet another fair warm day out there. Temperatures already in the upper 60s here in DC, as well as Hagerstown and Frederick. But as we head through our afternoon, we are talking about the 70s, but these temperatures will not last for too long, so definitely keep it here. We'll have a look at the timing of when that cool down is going to affect us coming up in just a sec.
All right, that is Brittany Ward to start us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. Our top story this morning brings us right back to Charles County, Maryland, where we are learning more about the disturbing scene that sheriff's deputies encountered when they searched a home in La Plata. Thanks so much for joining us this Sunday. I'm Joseph Omo. Investigators believe it was a murder-suicide that led them to find 5 bodies in the house. DC News Now's Dave Laval begins our coverage this morning with what we do and what we still do not know.
Charles County Sheriff's investigators are still trying to determine a motive for the crimes. It's left folks here in La Plata beyond anger, shock, and disbelief. They're trying to understand how something like this could have happened. Flowers and other tributes now sit in front of this house on Wildflower Drive in the Agricopia neighborhood of La Plata. They're there to honor the 4 people who died inside Friday. Charles County Sheriff's investigators identified the suspect as 28-year-old Andre Sales. Investigators say Sales killed his ex-girlfriend, 21-year-old Sarah Mann, her brother, 18-year-old Kai Mann, their 48-year-old mother, Somali Mann, and another man, 23-year-old Javon Watson of nearby White Plains. According to investigators, Sales then took his own life with a gun. An unidentified homeowner found the bodies when he returned. Investigators added 2 young children originally unaccounted for at the house were found safe a short time later at a different location.
Nothing has happened like this in this quiet neighborhood ever.
Wilmita did not want to appear on camera. She lives near the crime scene. For her, coming to grips with what happened has not been easy.
You just stand there. You're in shock. You just don't know what to say or how to feel about it.
Investigators say the chief medical examiner in Baltimore will perform autopsies to determine the exact cause of death for each person. In La Plata, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. Breaking now, police in Prince George's County are investigating a situation that left multiple people with gunshot wounds and stabbing wounds. This all happened just hours ago at around 1 o'clock in the morning. Our contributor Larry Calhoun over at DC Real Time News reports that police found the people on 15th Avenue in Langley Park, Maryland. So far, two 30-year-olds and a 25-year-old, all men, were taken to the hospital. The 25-year-old stabbing victim was last reported as being in critical condition. That's all we have as of right now. As we get more into our newsroom, we'll be sure to keep you updated both on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. In the meantime, developing now, the spike in youth violence continues in Washington, D.C. This morning, two teenage boys are recovering after being shot in the district. It happened on O Street Northwest last night. And it comes just a day after a 15-year-old boy was shot and killed right by the convention center. And also breaking overnight, another report from our contributor Larry Calhoun at DC Real-Time News. Multiple kids were injured in an accident on Branch Avenue and Allentown Road. This is in Camp Springs, Maryland. Take a look at that video. Prince George's County emergency crews brought several people to the hospital with critical injuries following the crash. So far, it appears that only 2 cars were involved, totaling to 4 adults and 2 kids. We do not have the age of those kids. And this morning we have new details on the shooting that left 2 people dead inside of a grocery store in Prince George's County. Police are now sharing their names with the public. They say 20-year-old Zaila Akita was inside the Oxon Hill Giant on Friday, attempting to shoplift from the store. That's when they say she was confronted by 43-year-old Willie Tate, a security guard. Investigators say Akita then pulled a gun from her backpack and opened fire, hitting Tate, who also returned fire. Both of them died from their injuries. We are just a couple of days away from Election Day 2022, and that means voters specifically in Maryland have a big decision to make on who they want as their next governor after 8 years of Republican control with Larry Hogan. In the studio with us right now is Katie Reed to give us a little bit of a background on both of your candidates who are going to be hitting that ballot on Tuesday. Hey, Katie.
Good morning, Joseph. Now, like you said, Election Day is just 2 days away, and Wes Moore and Dan Cox are completing their final campaign stops leading up to the big day. Now, according to a University of Maryland and Washington Post poll, which was conducted at the end of September, voters in Maryland are leaning towards Democratic candidate Wes Moore. Now, in that poll, Moore had more favorable votes and views from voters over Republican candidate Dan Cox. Now, according to that same poll, these are the top concerns of voters when they're considering who they're voting for. Now, it's the economy, threats to democracy, crime, and public education. Now, Wes Moore has focused his campaign on leaving no voter behind, and this includes Republicans and also undecided voters. Now, his top issues include strengthening Maryland's education system, creating equal access to health care, including reproductive care, and protecting LGBTQ and immigrant communities in Maryland, as well as creating economic growth opportunities for communities of color. Now, Dan Cox plans to address the fentanyl crisis and backed issues like keeping parental involvement in their child's education, and he plans to protect all life from conception until natural death. He also wants to end sanctuary cities in the state. Now, while both candidates are prioritizing combating crime in Maryland, they have different approaches. Wes Moore is focusing on combating gun violence and investing in violence intervention programs, and Dan Cox wants to increase funding for law enforcement and keep school resource officers in the schools. Now, you can vote at your polling place from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Election Day, and make sure you go check where those places are to make sure you're going to the correct one. In studio, Katie Reed, DC News Now.
All right, Katie, getting us up to speed on those candidates. Thanks so much. While the candidates make their final runs on the campaign trail, many voters are spending their weekend at the polls. We caught up with some of them in Frederick County, Maryland, as they dropped off their ballots yesterday. Our Frederick Bureau reporter, Michaela Newton, spoke to several who say going out to vote means that their civic duties are fulfilled and their voices are heard.
We have very few opportunities to try to make a difference, and this is one. It's a major one. I'm concerned that with all the backlash, there are people who are trying to strip us of that opportunity and not count our vote, but I'm certainly going to vote.
All right, in D.C., early voting ends today. It is your last chance to vote before those long lines build up on Tuesday on Election Day. You have until 7 p.m. tonight to cast your ballot, and you can find a list of early voting locations for all 8 wards on our website at dcnewsnow.com.
I know Pennsylvania well, and John Fetterman is Pennsylvania. He is Pennsylvania. And Oz, And Pennsylvania?
All right, turning to the Pennsylvania Senate race, which has gained national attention due to the candidates and the stakes that are involved for both parties, for Democrats and Republicans here. President Joe Biden appeared in Philadelphia yesterday with his former boss, Barack Obama, Josh Shapiro, the nominee for governor, and John Fetterman, who's the nominee, the Democratic nominee for Senate. The Oz-Fetterman race could decide the Senate majority, who has control in the upper chamber of Congress, and with it, President Biden's agenda and judicial appointments, the judges, for the next 2 years. The governor's contest will determine the direction of state policy in Pennsylvania and control of the state's election infrastructure heading in to the next time we head to vote for a presidential candidate.